lineup, and again, it's where you wonder if this Tiny is going to be enough, because he's their initiator. He's the only one that can really go in, aside from a Yule's timing on the Leshrac. How they start fights is by running at their opponents, and it's a strategy that, you know, can really very easily be picked apart, and I think that's where they just need to be successful. They find their kills, they can get something, but Bono gives them the sell. Look at such a nice support player, you know, fixing the mid lane. You love to see it.
Oh,
actually, no way.
Are you serious? Shinra
No
just
way.
did not respect the damage of the Ember.
Water rune of his own, but yeah, this is just constantly going to be trades, and trades that Nico will win, because once he gets Remnant, he gets the reset. The Leshrac doesn't get anything else, but yeah, top Centaur, as easy as that. The creeps, Giant always finds a creep, no matter what. It's just impossible to shut him down entirely.
Over on the other side of the map, a little too greedy. He's going to back off. Shinra thought about the stun, not going to actually go for it. But they're still kind of pushing their way forward. Maybe they can get something onto Giant instead. There's going to be the toss, and okay, they do find themselves a kill. Nico is going to walk away, but if you're Felt, you just need to really do whatever he wants. Although with Giant coming back, and maybe he has to be a little more careful. Uh-oh. Okay, Lil Nick popping the Dragon Form, gets down the stun. They've got the Wild Wing Ripper in there for a little bit of extra damage, and Zor should be going down. Lil Nick keeping his distance there, doesn't want to get taken out by the DOT, and his progression is getting slowed up maybe a little bit, and over on the other side of the map, okay. Counterplay onto the Bane, perhaps? Can they actually get the kills? Albino Zebra's not going down all that quickly. May not be going down at all here. He's back under the tower. Solji is diving pretty deep for this. Doesn't get the last hit off, though, and now he's trapped. He's under the tier 1. Nico TP'd in. This is just a complete and total bait. I don't think it started off that way, but that's what it turns into. Albino's...
And now DNM, though. This might be the perfect setup. I think he might actually go down here. No song, no way he survives that, but how they turn these picks into objectives, it's always the question, is yet to be seen.
They commit for this fully. Nico's here. They're going to go for it. There's going to be the Searing Chains. The stun comes out from the Dragon Tail. TP way too late from Afro. Or maybe not. They are making a fight of this, and Lil Nick, okay, gets traded out, 1 for 1, but now Nico has a second target, getting in onto the Tiny, hitting him up with the root, a little bit of extra damage in from that Satyr. That's going to be a...
in the ground with 4 heroes immediately coming back to him. If he walks around this tree line, he's just dead. Oh no.
They do sort of stack up a little bit there with the root and the stun, but it's not going to matter. Zor's still dead. Nick...
completely fine.
Yeah, DOT is going to sting a bit, but he's A-okay, and that's... as you said, stamping his feet in the ground, that's not always a good thing, though. That goes from, you know, perseverance to just sort of stubbornness. But mid, they are trying for a counterplay. DNM is unbelievably low, and they did bring him down, but now Nico looking for some revenge. They find the first kill onto Pingu. They're going to try to get onto Shinra as well, but with Solji coming over, I think he's going to be able to cover for his teammates' retreat, and...
then this game is certainly rough, and now Nick, it looks like it might be his turn. Yeah, there's absolutely no way he gets to survive here. And the offlaners just don't want to be alive in this game, you know? They're constantly getting picked off, but hey, that's where, at the very least, Nick is rushing his Blink Dagger. He's going to be able to have it in not even 700 gold.
Ooh.
Again, though, toss.
Okay. Giant? I'm not even sure
Super
they need
dead.
that. Ooh. They're able to take him down. Here comes Nico, though, in with the Searing Chains. It's going to disrupt that, but unless they want to bring DNM over...
Of course, stepping on each other's toes. The Viper's farming mid, and the Leshrac is bouncing between lanes. At the very least, Felt has a lot to farm here, but that's where top. The Tiny with the empty lane just gets gripped. AB1, just Pingu.
Got a nice little pullback onto Pingu, but I don't think this is a fight Nico wants by himself, but he's not by himself. Here comes Giant, rotating in. They get the root down onto Shinra, and Shinra's just going to get taken out. Zor trying to push his way in. Maybe he can do something here, but Nico's just going to jump to the Remnant, and doesn't really seem to be much of a play for them, although Afromash, okay, tries to get forward with the Tumbler's Toy, eats a Dragon Tail to the face, but they're still going to be able to get onto someone. Giant, though, they kill him, but that's not exactly the high value.
Dagger's coming. It is their time to shine. If they were ever going to be aggressive, now would be it, but they're just caught up too far forward. Zor in the mid lane, he's going to go down for free, and now the timing is delayed another 30 seconds, 44 seconds, and again, this is the concern. They want revenge. They want to kill mid. They want to make a play, but it's just not coming. They need something more. They only feel comfortable enough to put Zor up front. At the very least, he's got the Ag Shard, so damage is finally being done, but Here comes 5RATFORCESTAFF. This is the fight they want, though.
Afromash, okay. They're going to get in onto Albino Zebra first. Quickly blowing up the Bane. Stable to jump, and now, yeah, they know if that many heroes are moving up the river, it means Solji is alone here. They get the Fiend's Grip down onto him, so the BKB, well, it kind of protects him. He's not dead yet, but Nico doesn't want to give up on the play. Fiend's Grip, or excuse me, not Fiend's Grip, Side of Fist coming in will allow him to finish that off, but now Nico has to get away, very low on HP. He's able to
Have a TP, so this is actually it should be a free kill once the Razor's alive. I think that's why Nick is, yeah. This is actually very smart from Nick. I'm actually very impressed right now. Making his way all the way to the enemy shop because he knows his courier's not going to make it. But this is a race against time. Oh, wait, this is getting close.
He just took a step too far to the south. They spotted him, pinged him. Now they see him with the courier. Nick going to get the TP. He's looking for it. Can they get him? Yes, they can. Right in this action, they spot him out. But over on the other side of the map, well, Shinra... he's in a very precarious position here. He's going to try to pop the Bloodstone. That's not nearly enough to keep him alive. And 5RAT, this is perfect for them. They say, okay, fine, you caught Lil Nick. That's fine, but we're going to go looking for your other cores. But now they got to be careful. Yeah, DNM's going to pop the song. They're going to just pull back because the rest of Feld were arriving. And honestly, I think you're okay with that. If Lil Nick goes down there, fine, though. Nico, yeah, he's just going to be able to jump away. So they turn their attention onto Nick. Sucking away that damage with the Link, and yeah, there's no way the DK gets out of here. He was trying to create enough time and space to get the Blink Dagger off, but not going to happen. And
I think is the real issue right now. They never have a chance to go into the pit unless that Nog is dead, but Ozor, they need to break it up. Nice.
Avalanche there. Toss throwing Albino Zebra back in. They're finding that kill, but this is still a lot of damage. The illusions coming in from the Naga Siren are actually starting to break him up. Afromash gets taken down. Now the song... do they actually want to do this, though? Nico says, no, not really. He's just going to TP himself home. DNM. The timing was maybe slightly off there, but he
really couldn't afford to give up. The Curse of Avernus, the Nether Toxin. This is going to be in time, though. These illusions are going to scout it out. They really need to body the pit right now.
Lil Nick jumping in. Shinra, though, is going to be able to get the Aegis, and now you're 5RAT. You don't want to be here, but they stunned up the Ember. Nico couldn't jump away. They're going to take him down. They're in on the Giant now as well, and this is kind of best case scenario. If you're Felt, you go for Roche. You are able to bait your opponents in. They don't steal.
If I'm being honest on 5RATFORCESTAFF, they want to lead in with another grip on an overexposed target, but they're just rock solid on Felt.
Okay. Smoke popped. Shinra. He's feeling pretty confident to push forward because he's got 2 lives to work with. DNM just trying to get away. His teammates rapidly sort of trying to shift over, trying to keep him alive here because they can't really afford to lose him. DNM, he doesn't want to use the song right now, but he may not have a choice. Maybe the Invis gets him away, and looks like for now, yes, that is going to be enough, but only because Albino Zebra just steps in to make sure no one's chasing after his buddy. He is going to eat the death here. Lil Nick, meanwhile, gets picked off back in the north side jungle, and they're just starting to feel quite a bit more confident at this point, and Giant, he's got a TP, could honestly, yeah, could just leave right now. Zor can't kill him, can't cancel that TP, so he has been quiet, but he's quietly been sort of building up, so...
huge smoke.
Let's see if they can find anything here wrapping their way around. Well, that's not really the target they were hoping for, but might just have to go for the kill that they know they can get, and yeah. Albino Zebra, he's been doing it all game long. ET just steps in and eats the death, and his teammates are going to be just fine.
At the same time, even though the split push is working, and it certainly is, and it should just be a song.
But he doesn't have a TP, and Solji popped the BKB, so he's going to continue to chase. And DNM, there's no way out. He just can't do anything. He's going to get taken down here. Now he's got the TP up, but by that point, he's already dead. He just gets a little bit too far forward. Didn't think the Razor would be close enough.
To a fight for a very long time, and I think even more so, delays the third Roche, because that Roche is the important one. That's where you get a free Refresher Shard. That's where you have 3 Razor ultis. That's where you have an Aghanim Scepter finished up on the Viper, and the game gets very hard, but... oh, Soji!
Uh-oh, they caught him. I was watching them try and track down the Ember. Once they realize there's 3 heroes going after that Ember Spirit, they try for the kill, but they don't have the damage. Solji just turns around. Pops through.
Hiding on the sidelines in AB1. Poor guy.
Oh, okay. Tried for the TP. Immediately canceled, but...
At 20, he's not even close to 25. So when this fight actually comes, is this BKB going to be enough? Is his final item choices going to be what changes the game here? Because I'm looking at an AC, Refresher, BKB Viper, or Razor, and I'm looking at Shinra, who has no reason to leave this high ground. It's just a Rax.
And they're basically going to get it for free, and 5RAT, they just don't want this fight. Maybe it felt split up a little bit too much here, rotating mid, but not going to be the case. They can't really break them up significantly. The second lane of Rax will be taken as well. Now they're going to go in on to the Enchantress. BKB, though, will keep Giant alive and in the fight, but they need more. Ember tries to push in. Disarmed, though, not going to be able to get the damage in initially. Little Nick now tries to blink in the Dragon form, but it's just not enough now. DNM, he's getting blown up. He's got to pop the Song of the Siren, but it's just not enough. Solji, he didn't care. Even with the Fiend's Grip on him, they still find the kill. DNM will buy back. But at this point, buying back really for what? There's no fight. Felt do everything that they wanted. They back off with no casualties, and that may have just been sort of a really back-breaking play.
Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm looking now. I'm kind of seeing across the board. And I think that's where, yeah.
Nope. Okay.
DNM doesn't want to play anymore. I wouldn't want to either. I think they really made a grave misstep in this game. They were playing so well whenever they were killing Zor constantly top lane, not losing their mid tower for the longest time.
I don't really think they would have cared what this final pick was outside of the two heroes that they actually banned away, but you end up losing because you got 5th pick Wind Ranger. You're just going to be scratching your head a little bit, I think.
It's one of those things like Focus Fire. Viper Strike kind of just trumps all. It's where you really need to be careful. But Afromoosh, he is just dead.
Yep, unfortunate. He actually dodged the initial push from this sort of quartet of
heroes. It is going to be a try-v-try setup, but Afromoosh, I don't know if he wants that with the tag team. He's going to take a lot of damage, but Giant's also getting right-click down, and this is where Viper, it's just brutal. The poison attacks are stacking up. Pingu is going to die. He's just going to get ticked out here. Doesn't have a stick, doesn't have any burst regen.
Hey, we start looking for fights. Afromoosh can go for a tossback as you see him try again. Albino Zebra, he's got the stick charges though, so he's not going to be easy to take down, but to the point, I think they will find the pickup, but Solji, you put the point in.
The trade cannot be made. You cannot fight versus this hero, and Pingu, well, he might get traded up a little bit here.
While mid, Afromoosh did rotate his way over. They get off... Oh, well, never mind. They got off the X into the Torrent, but the toss back doesn't actually come through. Meanwhile, top, as you said, Pingu...
Needs to be very careful if they lose anybody top again. It
know?
can be really rough, but yeah.
The tiny toss, it's only level 1, and he didn't hit 2. I kind of assumed that he had done so, but not the case. He is still sitting level 1. Now he's level 2, but...
Yeah.
I can't... What is the consequence? If I go in and pop this Kunkka in the mouth 2 or 3 times, he can't do enough damage as Afro. This is not where you want to be. Dropped low, buying some time though. Nice toss Ava combo, but it's not enough. He will still die now. They're in onto Pingu. They've got the snowball down onto him. He's going to try and slow them up as best as he can. Solji, well, trying to help out. Now Shinra's actually come in, so I think Albino Zebra's going to pay the price.
Of course not.
Oh my god. Well, he should still die, but not going to hit him with that combo. Shinra still...
But here's the level 6 versus 6. Oh, the Ava got dodged. Oh no.
And they're directly onto Solji. He's just not looking so hot here, and the DOT, yeah, it's just going to kill him. Nick gets the kill, looking for the double. Able to pick them both off. Solji and Afromoosh will both be taken. Afro, he was in the tree line, but it's not going to matter. They go onto Solji anyway, and do they have the means to keep him safe? Not with the Fiend's Grip coming down there, but the Overgrowth is going to come out defensively. They still need to keep Solji safe. He is taking so much damage, but the toss will get him away to safety. They'll instead just turn their attention onto the Tiny. And, almost had the deny, not going to get it, but Nico didn't give up on the play. He continues to chase after the Wind Ranger. Not going to get the kill. And now he's maybe gone a little bit too far. Can the snowball come through? Yes, it can. Dodging out the boat. And this fight just feels like it's broken. I mean, Zor's TPing in, but what more can they really find here? Maybe Zebra? He's a little bit far forward, but they don't have the X into the boat combo anymore, so there's really nothing. But this is where that living armor becomes a big issue. It's just slowing this down, but Afromoosh tried to get in. The Avalanche connects, but he's going to get hit by the Nightmare, but Nick is still in some trouble. They pull him back with the X into the Torrent. And can he get any of these kills with the DOT? No.
Aware of what's going on, and Nico is
Okay.
a little bit crazy here, and he's got a fairy fire, but okay, there we go. He's dead.
Well, here comes Giant looking for some revenge, but
Giant
even
can't
if
do
they
this.
can clean this up...
Oh,
Okay, there we go. They bring the
Friends.
firepower. So Zora and Aframoosh both dead. Giant, Little Nick splitting the kills, but...
it just means you have to be very careful in the in-between, but Pingu, I think he might be going down here. They would love the return onto Zor. AB1, a lot of damage.
Oh, hold on a second. Yeah, they sort of mishandled that. Giant, he goes in for the Walrus Punch when the Nightmare was still there, so he ended up putting himself to sleep, and they'll have an opportunity. Lil Nick has to TP himself away. He is going to get out, but Giant will be simply left behind. Solji finds the kill. DNM has to retreat, and
If he doesn't go for it.
it just started off with the Avalanche to really... if he really does want it... Oh, he goes for the Tumbler's Toy, and he tosses the creep. That's a bit of an issue. Now his TP gets canceled, and, well, that sucked. What's going on up here? TP in from Pingu. Albino Zebra is going to spot him out. DNM, though, sees some of the other heroes coming. This is going to get very dicey. They need more reinforcements, and as of right now, they just don't have it. Zebra's going to have to be sacrificed. DNM, hold up.
Oh,
Did
nice
he?
blink.
Wow. Okay. That is some sort of timing to get out of that
The
one.
easiest way he dies in this game is if he just simply gets blink dragon-tailed, and, well,
Kind of like that.
that's
Blink.
why he's getting the Lincolns. You know, that's...
Oh, okay, hold on. Never mind. Thought for a moment there he survives the initial hit, stuns up Giant. Thought,
Toxin. As a Viper player, I'm extremely mad.
well, I mean, they get it done either way, but it could have been Oh,
no,
God!
no, no.
He got in! Afromoosh, what? Oh my God. What a hero. Just gets in there, takes it away. Who cares if they kill him afterwards? His job has been done.
They're gonna get it either way, huh?
Yeah, well... Shut up. Yeah, there you go. Boom. I immediately eat my own words, and yeah, you know, Nether Toxin would have sped that up. Turns out the Viper player knows how to play Viper. I concede, but...
Just of all people, and they are just immediately on the aggressive, and unfortunately after Moosh, he's got his Blink Dagger, he's gonna be able to get some spells off, but this Orchid from Zor, hey, they got a kill.
Able to turn that into a trade, but now they need to clear out. Zor is just going to try to walk away. And,
Oh.
doesn't get far enough. Nico blinks, stuns there. DNM comes in with his own Blink Dagger, and
At the same time, hey, Soldier's got his Lincolns. A lot harder to kill. They're going to need to itemize to actually break that Lincolns cleanly. Otherwise, it could be a little bit rough, but
ooh,
AB1, uh-oh.
I'm not really sure what his plan was there. His teammates were pretty far away. Even if Afromoosh isn't there to sort of cancel that out, then, I don't know, he still needed to buy quite a bit of time, but, well,
Oh,
okay, Tiny, not down just yet. There's going to be the Ghost Ship coming through, but the Snowball, yeah, kind of breaks that one up, and now they're in onto the Kunkka himself. Living Armor is doing a little bit to try and keep him alive, but will it be enough? No, it will not. Pingu, though, did throw the Overgrowth out, and with Solji's damage, they just clear out. Well, they try to clear out, would be the sort of better...
most importantly, Pingu has just made himself hidden. He has not died very early at all, and Nick, a lot of damage.
Well, they're able to turn on to Zor. Can they lock him down before he gets the ult? Yes, they can. So, no time-lapse coming out, and DNM's kind of in no man's land right now. He does have the
Shard,
ult.
though.
Yeah. Shard's going to allow him to get that off no matter what. Meanwhile, the Kunkka throws out the boat. DNM may get hit by it, so... Oh, they're trying to turn this around, but Nico got onto the backline. Stun up onto the Kunkka. They're going to push in with the Walrus Punch as well. Lil Nick, though, has fallen, so outside of DNM, they're a little bit lacking in damage. They need to be able to get the Wraith King in there. He's going to blink his way forward, getting onto that Kunkka a second time. Stun connects, and Nico finishes the job with the Breathe Fire. Now they want even more. Popping the Lincolns on Solji. They need to be able to close the gap. Giant, okay. Blinks in, Walrus Punch into that Wraithfire Blast. Albino, excuse me, I'm not British, comes in with that Nightmare, and they're actually looking to turn this one around with Pingu TPing back in, but I just don't know if they have the damage for this. Nico, with the BKB active, should just walk away, but they really are chasing. They're going to just stop and go for the Bane. Much easier kill to track down, and yeah. Albino Zebra taken down. Giant didn't clear out. He had a TP. Did not go for it, now just to try and get out on foot. Sure he's doing anything with this. The snowball comes in, and he doesn't have enough time. The ice shards aren't going to be back up, so I think Giant's just going to eventually be taken down there and fell. The 5RATFORCESTAFF hanging out in this north side jungle. The question is, can they actually find a target? They are going to try and jump in onto Pingu right away. If they could just take him out of the fight without the overgrowth, they've got it. Now they might be able to do something. Solji, though, trying to push in, looking for as much damage as possible, but that's just not going to work. Shinra can't really be the only frontline hero there. He doesn't have that durability, so they'll have to fall back, and, well, we were talking...
Able to stall out these fights, but when you're unable to, it just feels that much worse. But, oh, mid. Nick. Well...
That's a very late BKB. Doesn't really do him any good, but now they get in with the Fiend's Grip. Nico jumps forward as well. They're going to take Zor down first. Now they're on to Pingu. God, and as you were saying, they're just so...
Probably won't do that, but you never know. At the same time, though, yeah, split push. Getting caught. Oh, Nick.
Nick gets the vision. There's the Walrus Punch, and Afro... Well, gotta get him...
I don't think we're going to see them poke this high ground. It seems a little bit too crazy, but...
Oh. Ooh. Well, and that's why it was a little crazy. Nico is going to get punished for it, but DNM pushes in. They're going to try and take the Tiny out of the fight as quickly as they possibly can, but now the Overgrowth coming in from Pingu, they might try to actually turn this around. Nico doesn't have a whole lot of HP, and now they've got the Shackle between the Wraith King and that DK. They're able to take the Dragon Knight down, and this is not looking good. DNM is going to lose his first life. Another Shackle now pins the Tusk. This is getting just way too expensive. They're just going to back off while they can. DNM blinks himself away, and did they catch? Yes, they did. Lil Nick doesn't get himself out. He's going to try for as much damage onto the Kunkka as he can, but that shouldn't be enough to split push this one out. His top lane, Solji actually just TP'd in. They're going to try and take out Little Nick as quickly as possible, and they've got this kill. They've got the one kill. They should find the second, and this is not what you need. Hesitant anymore. Pushing their way in is Nico. Okay. They're going to get a jump onto Tiny, but this is a tanky Tiny. Even as a position 4 hero, he's not easy to bring down, and in fact, they actually haven't killed him off yet. Giant, though, will finally get them.
Very much further for a lot of these heroes, especially for DNM, who's very slotted, but okay.
First life down. Here comes the reinforcements, though, but I don't know if it'll get here in time. DNM, okay. Pops the BKB. Pingu, meanwhile, throws out the ult, just trying to keep 5RAT back as long as possible, but there's going to be that defensive snowball. DNM trying to get away. He's not dead yet. He'll blink to the high ground, but that means he's not in this fight. They're not going to be able to rely on him until he heals himself up, but Shinra is now going to get stunned, dropping low. Can they finish him off? It's down to just Nico, really, to take this fight, because he's lost all of his backup. And, well, they can't fight the Dragon Knight under... Just waited for that opportunity when the first hero gets a little bit too far away. Jumps in for the kill, and now they have to take this fight without 2 of their heroes, and DNM going to get hit up by that Ethereal Blade. They're going to get the toss back now as well. DNM needs backup. His ult has come back up at least, but who's going to be here on the other side of it? DNM trying to get away. Giant jumps in, gets a Walrus Punch down onto Shinra, but... Excuse me, not Shinra, Solji, but there's no one here to actually hit the Wind Ranger, and without the damage, they really just can't take this fight. They're trying to fall back as best as they can, but... They're not going to be able to get away with everyone. Giant will fall. Nico, though, blinking his way forward, but the Tiny is not the hero you want to be hitting right now. Afromoosh is just going to stand his ground. They turn around. Zor gets in on the backline. The Overgrowth from Pingu out again. Look at them. Their BKBs are useless. They're just standing there because they literally can't move, and they just have to fall back. There's nothing left for them to do. DNM is just going to get taken down. His ult did not come back up in time. And now Nico might just fall as well, and at this point, I said, you know, if they get DNM, they could have taken the high ground. They get it the second time around, and here they are. Desperation time for 5RAT, though. Here they come. Nico blinking in. They're going to look to force the fight. BKB out from Shinra, though. He's going to just continue to hack away at Roshan here. Who gets it? Nico gets it. He's got the Aegis in hand, but do they have the damage to actually take any of these kills? They're not really getting through anyone. DNM dropping low. Little Nick outside of the pit is going to be finished off, and they can't do this, ET. They just don't have the strength. DNM finally gets a crit that'll take Shinra down, but Solji is now into the fight as well, and... they just can't do it. DNM's gonna get hit up, silenced, stunned, eventually killed. The man who took the Aegis away does manage to TP home, but yeah, there's nothing left to fight with. They used all their BKBs, GG called, and well, after dropping the opening match, fight their way back, back-to-back wins. They take the series 2-1.
Yeah, I mean,